Hey up, it's 4:30 now, it's bloody hell, it's 20 to 5. On Friday we finish work. Oh my god, we just handed over to call out team, so now everything's in hands of my lads. I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to let you into a secret. When we go to somewhere where you're not supposed to park, park today, perfect example, I had to go and visit a family. Only people who could park there were people with, hey up, that's my wife, look today, were people with permits. So these two gentlemen who were only doing the job, don't get me wrong, not knocking them, I parked and I shouldn't have parked where I parked, and I know that, and it is a nightmare, residents can't get parking, I understand. I went through an arrangement. Anyway, I'm going to let you into a secret here, and you need to do this. This van pulled up and he says, I was just walking across with my case sort of thing, all dressed up, so when he went, I sees him like going up to the side of the car and taking pictures, and I walked back over and he'd gone back at van one of them to get this yellow square thing out with a big change round it. So I got my yellow thing out at back at car. I'll show you what my yellow thing is. Hang on a minute. I'm just looking back at the car. That's my wife. Have a chat to them all. Oh, that's no. Cheryl. So, thinks he's clever with his big yellow thing. Oh, shut the fuck up, that boy beeping drives me mad. Anyway, he thinks he's clever with his big yellow thing. A big smile on face, so I says, I won't waste your time, kid. Because I have no problem at all in cutting one link off that chain. I'll not damage it. This is my advice to everybody what's got a clamp, be it DVLA or anybody. Do not damage the clamp itself or the padlock. All you have to do is take one link out. That's all you've got to do, and as near to padlock as you can get it, so it's not like halfway down so it chain's knackered. Just one link as near as padlock, that's all you have to do. So I explained it, I mean bloody camera boys had to put it on. Anyway, just said it, so he went, it's illegal for you to use that on this clamp. So I says, listen to what I'm telling you, one day you'll lose a member of your family. You'll be sat waiting for a funeral director to come to your house, believe me. I says, and if funeral director walks in and says, I've just been collared by two arseholes who won't let me park somewhere, and there were loads and loads of like gaps. It's not like I would do one gap and I were nicking it. Go to the B&Q in your local area, look for one of these. These are the best things ever. I've cut two clamps off up to now on my car. I have no problem in using it. Cheryl jumping. Don't, whatever you do, pinch the clamp. Don't take the clamp with you, leave it aside at road. It's not a problem, it's not your property. Don't go pinching it. So that's my advice. Bit of good advice here for a Friday, innit? Anyway, if the two gentlemen in question are watching this, we're only doing the job. I didn't mean to call you wankers. It were just a slip of tongue. Some people have this button and it says, don't say that. But mine don't work, it's got locked, so I just say, let me just put it this way because it's driving me mad, that beating. It's Friday! So I'm in a right good mood because it's Friday and I'm buzzing. And I run out of mental health tablets and Cheryl's found some, so that makes it even. Look, see what's going on, because wooden spoon put on about Michelle, she doesn't have a seatbelt on. Well, in actual fact, wooden spoon, as I've said, she did have one on. She uses a lap belt. Michelle, my funeral director, has got a problem. And I know everybody should wear it. There's no excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. I hate it. Don't forget, we deal with families who... What are you messing about at? We deal with people who haven't used a... She's looking for a charger. Seatbelt. So, yeah. I mean, what's it got to do with him anyway, the tosser? But she had a lap bolt on. She didn't have this one. We've got to also use a lap bolt. They're not brilliant. I don't like them actually. I'm not a keen fan of lap bolts, but I don't know, something's going on downstairs with her, you know, women things, so I don't know what it is. But she did definitely 100% have one on. As I said to you before, if she didn't have one on, it'd have been beeping. We've had a good week, Cheryl, haven't we?
We've had a very good week, yeah.
Have we been busy?
Yeah.
Been manic. Got out of bed every morning this week, and she'll tell you because she's in bed outside of me. Gets out of bed every morning this week at 100 mile an hour, and that's how I start at day. Alright, 98 mile an hour. And I've just got faster as days gone on. That's me good deed for today. See, laying this kid cross road. Laying two kids cross road, you can't see them. And they might not want to be on it, it's just going down that path down there. It's gone down that path, it's waving anyway. See? Does it hurt to let somebody cross the road? No, it doesn't hurt, does it? It's just a nice thing to do. We're going to Marks and Spencer's. We're going to, it's Friday, we're going to give us a treat because we had chips and curry last night about 10:30, quarter to 11, didn't we, for us tea?
Yeah, too late.
Too late for one bag of chips to share between us with a carton of curry from Scratches.
Oh, you did it.
Oh, I had a cake as well, sorry.
Cakes.
2 cakes, sorry.
And a full bag of chips.
And a full bag of chips. Alright, and listen. So anyway, back to the story. We went to Scratches. So Scratches is a chip shop that I went to a few years since, and there was this bloke behind counter. I'll not tell, well, I will tell you it's an intake, and there was this bloke, and what, with some jogging bottoms on. It's a different owner now, so it's alright, I can tell you. And he stood with his hand. Am I telling lies? He was stood with his hands in his joggers, scratching his bollocks. And then, I swear to God, this is so true you couldn't make it up. I told last order what I wanted, like one bag of chips or 2 bags of chips and a cake or 2 cakes, fish, whatever it were. What did he do? Went and got fucking Scoop to take chips out of pan, the dirty bastard. So I went, nah, I didn't scratch your bollocks, don't you go touching that. So we've always called it Scratches, haven't we? Anyway, it's a different owner. As like, I didn't have the chips that night, I says, but I don't want them, forget it. So anyway, been a manically busy week, and at the moment we're looking after some absolutely amazing families, absolutely brilliant families. Seriously, we're very fortunate in what we do and that we look after. I mean, you were with a young girl last night, we'll come to see her mum, weren't you? Cheryl were working well about 7 o'clock last night, so it's just non-stop. I ain't got no arrangements on Friday because my amazing wife there, who obviously I'm punching above my weight, and I know you're all going to say that, she hasn't booked me no arrangements in for Friday. London on Monday. You don't know nothing about that yet, do you? No, but you soon will do. I'm going to London, and I've been chosen to go with someone to London, and I'm very honoured, aren't I? Very honoured.
Is it Paddington Bear?
No, it's not Paddington Bear. It's got hair, but it might be green. Now there's a clue. Anybody in Sheffield? Somebody with green hair. Who is the king of Sheffield? Anyway, we're almost at Crystal Peaks, so I'm going to be posting this up later. I'm going to put some other stuff on later because I'm getting used to it. I never know what to say, so if I bore you, I'm sorry. It's probably took 9 minutes out of your life, and if I haven't bored you and you've enjoyed it and you like the yellow bit, you know what I mean, bzzz, get one of them. They're pink. What, them noises, aren't they? Bzzz. Oh, is that pink thing? Is that what yellow, weren't it? Oh, she's lost now. She's totally lost. Don't comment, for fuck's sake, get me in some rate trouble. She's very innocent, my wife. Anyway, it's not the pink one, bzzz, it's the yellow one. Grinding, you need to go far. One is Pulse and Cocktail, other is B&Q. Go to the fucking B&Q. Don't go into Pulse and Cocktail and say, that funeral date to meet folks sent me in for one of them things, what, because you'll get me a right name. Anyway, have a good night, take care, I love you.